In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my 611 animations. Some of you guys have asked for this. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be showing you pretty much all the animations I use. I actually found a new animations today, which I think would be very, very good for you guys to see. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to head into the 5v5. I'm going to show you some of the moves that I use in game, just so you guys can see how it actually looks and how to use it more importantly. So let's not waste any more time. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go straight to the animations. Now the one thing, we're gonna get into the dribble moves in a second, but the one thing a lot of you guys have been asking for is the dunk that I use, or the dunk styles that I use. So I just name my dunks whatever number, whatever alphabet I can find. So here are the dunks that I use. I use quick drop, but I don't use this one just because I don't know. I think it's a bit boring, you know. My build's got 93 driving dunk, you know. It's not a bad dunk animation, as you can see, but it's just a little bit too boring for me. So I'd rather use this back scratcher one, which actually, you know, unlike last year, these actually don't get blocked as much this year, which is pretty good and pretty nice to see. I use these as well. Uber Tom Athletic Tomahawks is very, very good if you don't have it. And of course, my contact dunks, I get the both contact dunks, the elite contact dunks, and these are the two moving ones. I don't like to use a lot. You know, as you can see, I do have a few of them equipped, but I don't like to use a lot of 2 foot moving dunks. But I get a lot of dunk animations on this build. This is another one you could potentially use, athletic windmill. It's pretty nice. But I already use the leaning windmill at the moment. So this is the one I use because I quite like that one. So for me, I just want my dunks to look pretty fancy. And just look as fancy as possible, really. The other one, let's go into the 1 foot moving dunks. These are the better ones in my opinion. So I use a athletic one, a hand width one, double clutch. I don't use the front clutches. Again, they are safe dunks, by the way. So if you want to use the front clutch, you can use them. But I have 93 dunk, man. I'm telling you, I don't want no boring dunks. If I go to the paint, I want guys to know, like, yeah, like this, you know, I don't even like to do quick drops off this build. We have the Tomahawks straight arm one. You never go wrong with that one. This gives you a nice lunging animation, which I always love. You get cradle. Now I actually don't do a lot of cradle on this build. I do, you know, get it sometimes, but you know, it's not at a crazy rate. You get a baseline clutch. Again, these ones I don't get too many of. I'll be completely honest with you. I do use the back scratcher again because they don't get blocked as they're ready. Actually, I don't think this has ever been blocked, if I'm being honest. So they don't get blocked at all. So I use these ones, and I use that basic hang one sometimes when I'm next to the rim and I just want to go for a slightly safer dunks and I don't want it to get blocked or whatever. That's about it. But when it comes to the 2 foot, you know, when it comes to the contact dunks, I can't get the last one because it's for the smaller players. I think like 6'5" and under. But I get the 2 elite contact dunks, pro and the elite contact dunk, which is why I'm able to get the nice animations whenever I do go for a dunk, meet a dunk. When it comes to the standing dunks, I get the regular ones, which everyone can get. I think you only need a 45 standing dunk. So if you make your build and you're slightly tall, maybe 6'7" and above, do make sure you've got 45 standing dunk, so at least you can get some of these animations. I know some people don't like to use the elite ones sometimes because you get some of these weird animations or the pro ones, but I use both of them and I get really good animations underneath the rim, so I'm not complaining. Now I can't get this one because you do need an 85 standing dunk, and if I could make future builds now, I would definitely make them with 85 standing dunks. So you get way better animations. Pro standing dunks, big man contact dunks. And I can't get the elite ones because that's for 90. Now, when it comes to the signature dunks, I took off Blake Griffin, but you can use it. I mean, I just took off Blake Griffin because he cancels a lot of my, you know, lunging. You know, I like dunks that start very, very early. And as you can see from a lot of Blake Griffin's dunk, they're very, very close by. So sometimes he cancels some of my animations, which I don't like. And as you can see, I have like 8 builds. I haven't bought a Giannis Antetokounmpo build not once. Because I just think his dunks look very, very basic. As you can see, look, it looks very. There's only one, you know, not this one. Look at them. They look very basic, right? There's nothing crazy about his dunk. Yeah, this is the only one that looks all right, but everything else just looks pretty mid in my opinion, which is why I haven't bought his dunk packages at all. Dwight Howard, in my opinion, probably has one of the best dunks for bigs, and his requirements are fairly easy. You only need a 50 vertical, 75 standing dunk, and a 65 driving dunk. So his dunks are very, very vicious. They're very, very nice. I use Sean Kemp, not because of his crazy dunks. It's pretty much more for his Why do I even use them? I can't remember. Some of these dunks, I don't know why I use them sometimes. I just put them on because they look fancy. Yeah, so I get that animation sometimes. But I used Dawkins and Wilkins because of their standing dunks, not because of this. You're gonna see the animation play out. They have really, really good standing dunk animations that if you guys don't have, you definitely need to put them on. But the game's taking too long. I don't know if it's gonna show you. This dunk right there, there you go, just in time. As you can see, that dunk, yeah, you definitely need that. See how crazy it goes. That's the reason I've got that one. I always have Ben Simmons because why not? Ben Simmons got a really good, nice package. When it comes to the alley-oops, the only one I wish I have is the big man contact dunk. Again, you need an 85 standing dunk for that one. I have all the other requirements, but I do get the elite contact dunks, which is 92 driving dunk. So I get crazy alley-oop animations when someone throws me a lob. And I get the pro contact dunks. And I use all three. I still think Zion Williamson, I don't know, his alley-oop package, I don't really fuck with it like that. I think they're pretty mid. But that's pretty much going to do it. I mean, if there's anything else you want to know, you want to see, let me know. But let's go into the other animations. I don't know why I backed out. So my dribble style, this is the one I found out recently. If you're not using this basic dribble style, you definitely need to use it. It is super, super OP. It is very, very nice. Ben Simmons signature package. You can use the Luka Doncic, but I personally prefer Ben Simmons. That's my package. The LeBron gives you the nice hop back because you're quite slow. The Kevin Durant one I use on my 6'10", and that is very, very nice. But because you're quite slow, the LeBron gives you a nice separation between your player just to give you that space to make a decision. You get a base. I changed my moving crossover to basic, and I'm telling you, if you ain't got basic moving crossover and you're quite tall, maybe 6'11" and taller, do put it on your build. Even if you're 6'10", I know you can get better animations on a 6'10", but definitely try this, and I'll show you guys in a second when I go into the arena just to show how it's gonna look. The moving by in the back, you only get between basic and normal, and this time the basic one is too slow, so pretty much use normal. The spin, I use basic because you get nice animations. Again, I want to show you guys everything when I go into the arena to see how quickly it works. Moving hesitation, moving step back, triple threat. You have all these options, but Zach LaVine for me is my favorite, and I've been using it in all my builds. And my pass style is Magic Johnson. I do get all the pass styles on this build because I have, well, apart from the Jason Williams one, because I have an 85 passing. Hop shot, I use Kobe Bryant. Post fade, I use Pro 2. Very, very nice separations on your animations. Hop jump, I use normal just to give me a normal animation. I don't get too many. Maybe you can use I know some people use the Kevin Durant one. Yep, I've seen a lot of people use that. So if you can use that if you want to, it's pretty nice too. But personally for me, I like normal. Dribble pull up, I use the basic. It's a very slow animation, but it's easier to time and it's not crazy. And you don't have a lot of options. You have I don't even think you have any other options. And the KD, actually. You have the KD one, but sometimes the KD one kind of fades away, so I don't really like it. That's pretty much it. My free throw, Steph Curry, of course. My jump shot, which I know some of you guys probably would want to know. So let me show you my jump shot. What is it? It's Timmy. I don't know why I named it Timmy. I've got so many right here. So here's my jump shot. It's Moritz Wagner. It's Tim Duncan. Marcus Chris, they're A-, so it's not super fast, but they're not super slow either. And the blend is 80-20. But as you can see, the requirements for this is an 81. So you do need an 81 jump shot to be able to get this animation. And that's pretty much it. What other thing is there to know? I don't think there's anything else. I think I've covered pretty much everything, and I've gone through them in detail. So what I'm going to do, quickly, I'm not going to, again, just to show you some of the animations, I want to quickly head into the 5v5 arena, just to show you how some of the animations work, because it's easy to say it and not show you guys. So it's actually better, in my opinion, to show you guys how it's actually going to work in the actual game. And I'm just going to show you like what I think, because every time I set a screen, 9 out of 10 times or 8 out of 10 times, I pop from the screen, meaning I get the ball, and because my build's quite fast, I can then choose to drive in and dunk the ball, whatever. So what I want to do, first of all, I'm going to show you the basic dribble style. So what the basic dribble style gives you is this animation, not that animation, but watch right here. See this animation right there? See how I quickly just, it's a weird move, right? It looks so weird, but it is fast. Okay, that's the most important thing when it comes to the animation. So you do this and that animation, and you can get straight to the paint. The other one I was going to show you is the moving crossover, which I recently just found right now. So if you're running into the paint, see right here, see the change of direction in that moving crossover. I think that is pretty nice, and that will get a lot of players because you're moving in one direction and you're switching your whole body in, look right here, and you can double it right there, and you can go for a dunk. What's the other one that I think is pretty good? The spins. It gives you a nice animation actually. Let me see if I can get it right here. That's not the spin, by the way. That's just a basic one. Oh my fucking! I don't have enough. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot just so I can reset this. But the spin's pretty nice. I'm not gonna try and drag this one off. The Kobe post shot. This is what it looks like if you want to use it. You know, it's just a nice animation. Slightly late, whatever. But the Pro 2 fade, it gives you a really good. It gives you nice animations from both sides. So if you're right here, look where you're gonna end up when you shoot the ball. See how like farther away you get away from your player. So it gives you very nice separation on your jump shot every time you're shooting. Yeah, I don't know how those are going in, but that's pretty much it. I mean, the behind the backs, step back this way, that would pretty much do it. So I'm not going to drag this any further. Before I leave, actually, I'm going to show you guys one quick thing. So if you're here, if you're still in the video, as you can see, I'm just making this up. This is not a planned video at all. This is a very last minute video for you guys. I'm going to show you a very nice jump shot if you stayed here so far with me. This is the new jump shot I'm going to be using on my center. And also, you don't need a super high three-pointer to be able to have this. So let's get into it as we're waiting. So the jump shot that I'm talking about is the O'Shea. Tell me that's his base. There we go. So here is the jump shot that I'm talking about. With this one, you do get, as you can see, you have an A+ speed. Okay, you have an A+ speed. Tim Duncan, Marcus Chris, and as you can see, for this one, you only needed a 77 blend, right? But if you put it down, I think it goes down to like a 76. So if you have a 76 three-pointer for the blend, it still works. But currently I have it at 80 because my three-pointer is quite high. But this does give you the A+ speed. So if you're good at timing your shot, don't forget the timing impact, okay? Just forget the timing impact. With A+ speed, are going to be super fast. And that should, you know, get you open a lot. But that'll pretty much do it. I'm not going to drag this any further. It's freaking 12 minutes long now. I'm so sorry about that. I hope you enjoy it. And anything else, do let me know. And I will catch you in the next video.